According to Sports Pro, Caitlin Clark is the
Did you see what Caitlin Clark just pulled off? She didn't just sign a contract. She rewrote the entire playbook for endorsements. That Clark's new $13 billion partnership isn't just huge, it's historic. But this is where things get even more interesting, because immediately after signing, Caitlin started making some very intentional moves. And trust me, you won't believe how certain WNBA players reacted. The drama is real, especially when it comes to Aya Wilson's response and what it means for the future of women's basketball. Stay tuned, because things are changing faster than anyone expected.
not just female athlete, not just in the United States, but in the
Wilson and Nike are rolling out exclusive Caitlin Clark basketballs in bold purple and yellow designs. Fans will be able to grab both the Dreamer and Tribute editions just in time for the holiday season, making them the perfect gift. This new partnership, along with the stunning promotional visuals, has everyone talking, and the hype just keeps growing.
What way? What does she sell out tens of thousands of Wilson basketballs in 40 minutes? I mean, what has A'ja Wilson done to say that she is worth every...
Wilson's ability to recognize true talent is clear in this massive $13 billion partnership. But while Nike hesitated, Wilson moved first. They made a bold, game-changing decision by spotting Caitlin Clark's potential early. Looking back at the moment Wilson signed Clark, it's obvious. It was one of the smartest moves they could have made.
They just had this go, and this is the Hy-Vee Instagram account. Again, Wilson, Caitlin Clark, really smart, very cool video.
Wilson's signing of Caitlin Clark is nothing short of a game-changer. They took a massive swing, a move they've only ever made once before with Michael Jordan. The moment the deal went public, the internet erupted. Social media exploded with reactions. Headlines spread instantly, and it became clear Wilson hadn't just signed an athlete. They had just reshaped the future of women's sports.
Body has done since Michael Jordan. Wilson Sporting Goods signed the WNBA star to a multi-year deal. She's the first female athlete to have her own collection with Wilson, and it will be built similar to Jordan's collection in the 1980s that included those signature...
Caitlin Clark is now the only athlete besides Michael freaking Jordan to have her own signature basketball with Wilson. Even Wilson's head of global partnerships admitted it. We haven't done a deal this big since Michael Jordan, 30 to 40 years ago. That's how monumental this move is.
To have a signature basketball with Wilson other than Michael freaking Jordan. Wilson's head of global partnerships said, we haven't done a deal of this magnitude since we did one with Michael Jordan.
Caitlin Clark's first signature basketball sold out within minutes. Tens of thousands gone instantly. It was a historic moment, making her the only athlete besides Michael Jordan to ever receive a Wilson signature basketball.
Athlete in recent memory that is sold at this level. And there's the key, folks. Caitlin Clark moves products. Caitlin Clark moves merchandise. And here's what I was talking about too. They mentioned it here, where in September, Wilson dropped the first Clark-inspired basketball. It sold out in under 40 minutes. Tens of thousands of basketballs snapped up.
But Wilson isn't stopping here. Their goal is to understand Clark on a deeper level. Her star power, her skill, her connection with fans, and her ability to elevate every brand she touches. Wilson is placing a massive bet on Caitlin Clark, and so far, it's paying off in a big way.
I think we all really, really appreciate what Wilson has done. They seem to be the only business, the only entity that has taken Caitlin Clark at face value for what and who she is and the opportunities that can bring. Fully, completely embraced her, been great with their marketing. Product drops, I mean, I don't even know how many different basketballs now, but they've made multiple product drops with, limited quantity, I guess you could say. They're sold out right.
They're asking what women's sports truly gain from this massive shift, and the answer is everything. The way businesses view female athletes, the way brands market to sports fans, and the overall value placed on women's sports are all being rewritten. Caitlin Clark isn't just changing the game on the court. She's transforming boardrooms, marketing strategies, and the entire sports industry from the inside out.
And $13 billion brand collab as WNBA stars bond with Wilson grows deeper, and that's the cool part.
Wilson's deal is just the beginning. As women's sports surge forward, the combined influence of Wilson and Caitlin Clark is about to reshape the entire landscape. And now the real question is, Are you ready for what comes next? Caitlin Clark has just pulled off one of the most significant moves in modern sports, a partnership valued at $13 billion. But here's the twist. Instead of signing a simple personal endorsement, she convinced Wilson and Hy-Vee, one of the Midwest's biggest grocery chains, to team up and invest directly into the growth of women's sports. This isn't just a contract. It's a master plan to elevate the entire game.
Collaboration with supermarket chain Hy-Vee. They rake in more than $13 billion annually. Huge company.
You might hear supermarket chain and think small, but Hy-Vee is anything but ordinary. They're a powerhouse in the retail world, and their full attention is on Caitlin Clark. And they're not just slapping her name on a cereal box. Instead, they're creating something entirely new, bold, and innovative, a partnership unlike anything women's sports has ever seen.
An exclusive, yeah, that's right, an exclusive drop of Caitlin Clark's Dreamer and Tribute Wilson basketballs. Very cool. Big deal. Good job, Wilson. You know they probably went and put this together. I mean, maybe Hy-Vee contacted Caitlin Clark first, but...
This is where things get exciting. Hy-Vee just rolled out exclusive, limited edition basketballs. And guess who's at the center of it all? Caitlin Clark. These new releases, the Clark Dreams and Tribute Wilson basketballs, are designed in her image and built for fans who want a piece of history. Off the court, Wilson and Hy-Vee are forming a powerhouse partnership, a real super team shaping the future of women's sports.
It's making a donation to the Caitlin Clark Foundation in honor of her record. $35,690 will be donated. In Clark's basketball career, she's scored 3,569 points.
Because it represents the future of women's sports marketing. Partnerships like this aren't just collaborations. They're rewriting the rules for how female athletes work with major brands. And Hy-Vee has backed Caitlin Clark from day one. They supported her while she was in Iowa, donated to the Caitlin Clark Foundation, and stayed committed to her rise every step of the way. Now, Clark isn't just signing deals. She's helping build products that tell her story. Wilson says each basketball represents a different chapter of her journey, from her Iowa legacy to her explosion into WNBA stardom. This isn't just advertising anymore. This is brand building at the highest level, and the world is noticing. SportPro ranked Caitlin Clark the fourth most marketable athlete on the planet, proof that her influence goes far beyond.
Caitlin Clark, LeBron James at 3, Vinicius Jr., who is a Brazilian soccer star, and number 1 being Simone Biles. As you can see, Caitlin Clark is the only WNBA player in the top 10, and she's actually the only WNBA
player in the top. What does this mean for the future? Perhaps other businesses will invest more in women's sports, collaborate more creatively, and take similar risks. Who knows? The next time a female athlete takes a deal, perhaps the statistics won't surprise us. Instead, we'll be.
She's already built. From basketballs flying off shelves to multi-million-dollar endorsements, CC is at
14. Hy-Vee continues to back Clark in a major way, but the real question is, what's going on with Nike? And this is where things get interesting. After signing Caitlin to a massive $28 million deal, fans expected shoes, shirts, and a full-blown marketing push. But instead, people were left asking the same thing. Where's the Caitlin Clark rollout? For a brand as big as Nike, the silence feels strange, almost.
Season has come and gone. And with that, Nike has not done one thing to promote her. We have not seen any commercials. We have not seen any ads. We have not seen any Caitlin Clark merchandise. And we for sure as hell have not seen any Caitlin Clark signature.
Clark is well liked is hardly a secret. In the quick-paced world of sports marketing, every day that Nike fails to capitalize on Clark's star power is a day missed. Fans are willing to buy, but Nike isn't selling despite a 500% increase in her jersey sales.
Jersey sales skyrocketed by 500.
Just as confused. Many believe Nike should already be rolling out signature shoes, plastering Caitlin Clark across billboards, and launching full-scale campaigns. Instead, it feels like they've simply overlooked her, a move that makes absolutely no sense given her.
Where is it? Paige Becker recently landed her own signature shoe. Crappy shoe, but she got one. And Yeah, you're right. Vocal, of course. Why not?
Nike may be prioritizing Aya Wilson's signature shoe before launching Caitlin Clark's. But from a marketability standpoint, that strategy raises questions. Caitlin Clark's visibility, engagement, and global buzz are on another level, making her one of the most in-demand athletes in women's sport.
To prioritize A'ja Wilson, and it fears the optics of giving a rookie a signature shoe before an already established star who just won league MVP for the third time. We have talked about this multiple times on my channel. Is A'ja Wilson currently the best player in the WNBA? Yes. Is Caitlin Clark currently the face of the WNBA? Yes. Do I think if A'ja Wilson dropped a shoe and Caitlin Clark dropped a shoe today at the very same time, that Caitlin Clark would outsell A'ja's